this is the monthly horoscope for Sagittarius for the month of March 2023. Show your love and support to your girl and make sure to like, subscribe, and share, please. Show some love onto this channel so it can grow and be monetized. Also, tonight on the TikTok, I'll be doing the daily horoscopes as well. So March 2nd at 5:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Pisces. This is in your 4th house. This could be thoughts of moving for some of you. For others of you, this could be traveling coming up. And then for others of you, this is a move happening. You're likely to be stuck with obligations to the home and family now. You may have an important estate matter to deal with, or you may have to relocate because your current location may not allow you to keep your obligations to your family, or you just want to relocate. You may be thinking about redecorating your home. This is good news from parents, particularly father. Your home supports a peaceful atmosphere. The focus can be more towards your personal life this month. You can be quiet and to yourself and in hermit mode. A great time for some of you to declutter or get organized. This is also or pertain to your garden as spring is coming. This could also be more towards family, and you can be more invested in family drama, and you can be taking on other people's responsibility. Then on the 7th at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon in Virgo in your 10th house. This is going to be forming a mutable square with the 4th, 7th, and 10th house. So this could be you investing in other people's drama, or other people in your life could be not making the best choices, and you're just kind of like watching the shit show at this time. Like, they're really going through drama with this energy, okay? So this is like real Telemundo drama stuff that doesn't necessarily pertain to you or have anything to do with you. At this time, you're just kind of like watching the show. For others of you, stay away from dominating people at this time with this energy. I feel like certain people could be making impulsive decisions, or you could be making impulsive decisions because they're reacting on you and you could be reacting on them. So just stay out of the way of dominating people at this time. It's not in your best interest to interact with them. You should be careful now to stay above board in your dealings with others. Anything shady will undermine your reputation or could lead to some kind of scandal. A very creative period for musicians and artists and those of you in social media. Your personal life may become more public because you're talking about it at this time, or a situation where you go crying at work about something that's going on in your life and everybody knows, okay? So whatever you're trying to keep secret at this time or to yourself, everybody's going to find out. Others may try to use your reputation for their own personal gain. They could be throwing your name around. For some of you, some people could be using you as their like, if you like have, like, you know, you have a job and then somebody goes, do you know so-and-so? And you're like, who? So-and-so. No, they said that they know you and that you could use that. They used you as a reference. Oh, you know, that sometimes happens. Alrighty. Then on the 7th, Saturn enters your 4th house. So the focus is more towards a move happening for some of you. For others of you, this is towards the men in your life. Like father could be more of the focus this month for you. Your husband could be more of the focus this month for you. Or your male children could be more of the focus this month. Although you often have heavy responsibilities through your home and family, you feel emotionally isolated from them. You can be going more into hermit mode. You're more attached to your family. You may have a strong mommy complex, and you may cling to the past. You have a great pride in your life, in your family ancestry. Your parents are often strict and conservative and may be a burden to you. For some of you in your teens at this time, so those of you in your teens or teens or early 20s, you could find that they could be more of the focus during this time period. Those of you in your 50s, you could find yourself taking care of your parents during this time period as well. You seem independent but fear leaving your parents, even though you'll be happier away from your family, and this is those of you in your teens and early 20s. Your profession often centers around real estate, building, contracting, agriculture, and domestic products. You seek to preserve your home, property, and inheritance to provide security for those of you in your 50s and up. For others of you, you can be a recluse at this time. A great time to delve into spirituality to overcome your limitations. On the 16th at 6:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Venus enters Taurus. This is your 6th house of daily routine and pets. You tend to be more invested in other people's drama. You want to fix other people's problems at this time. You can be more about what is right for the welfare of others. You can be more about your pets and taking care of your pets, or volunteering at an animal shelter, working on contracts or agreements such as a lawyer, along any social work, like social security workers. You may have some more rather strange coworkers enter your office environment, or you have to deal with uncomfortable professional boundaries such as sexual harassment. This is a time when your work comes before pleasure in the office. Your employer may ask you to use less paper. They could be conserving on cost at this time, and they could be getting mad at you because Venus is not well aspected at this time over how much you spend. So those of you who like work in like restaurants and stuff like that, you could find that they could be getting mad about the food costs and kind of like taking it out on you, like you the one that did it, you know? So I would be careful here. Coworkers may be keeping their distance from you. The office should be running more efficiently. You have a chance to get a lot of work done. An air of professionalism prevails at the office. March 19th at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters Aries. You have a stellium in your 5th house this month, all this month. So a lot of energy in that 5th house. So this is a busy month for you. You can find yourself more out and about, or just more outside than usual. You know, the weather is getting better. So you could find yourself like spending more time in your backyard and prepping your yard for like vegetation, for like vegetables and stuff like that. For others of you, you just choose to be outside. So you could be like out in the woods somewhere during this time period. So busy energy for you. Those of you in your teens and your early 20s, I feel like you are more focused on love at this time. You are all about your love life at this time, pleasure seeking ways, and also you're very creative at this time with this energy. Those of you who are 40 and up, your mind is centered on your children, and focusing on your grandchildren at this time. Emotions and body, and you're concerned with and proud of your children's accomplishments. Despite your love of children, you may not have many of your own. For some of you, your thinking is creative, your self-expression dramatic, and your speaking ability is good. But you can be serious-minded at this time. Education is important to you, especially those of you who are 40 and up. So for some of you, you can be going back to school at this time. You can be curious about certain subjects. You can be taking on a new hobby for some of you. I feel you're attracted to the arts with this energy, that especially art that conveys information. You can be too opinionated. You can find yourself being blocked on Facebook, or going to Facebook jail at this time, or just being banned on some kind of social media channel. On the 20th at 5:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Sun enters Aries. So tons of energy here. And the sun is exalted here because the sun lives in the 5th house. You are more out and about, okay? And you may be in the mood for games, social get-togethers. You're more about your social life, spending time. You will find yourself spending more time with family outside the home with this energy, and being more part of their life with this energy, and even taking on their responsibilities at this time. Self-expression is more important to you now. You have a lot of influence over others. It's a popular energy time. For those of you in media and social media, I feel your children may require greater supervision now, if you have any, or you could be taking care of children at this time and they may require greater supervision. You have the ability to express yourself. There's a lack of spontaneity, and difficult in love life is possible, or expressing yourself in romantic encounters. It's a fun time for parties and social occasions. Investments tend to fare well. This is a very pleasant period. You will want to be close to your loved ones and express your feelings for them. You're not likely to feel very ambitious, and you tend to procrastinate. It is a good time to take a vacation or to socialize. Also a productive time for first romantic encounters. You may have financial success from investments. Your relationships to your superiors should be improved, and there may be an opening for advancements or promotions. It is an excellent time to ask for a raise, as your employer is likely to be in a good mood. Then on the 23rd, at 8:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pluto enters Aquarius. This is in your 3rd house of communication. So you are going to take on more of a uranium energy, like Aquarius. So at this time, you for some of you who have Uranus in Aquarius. Expect the unexpected right from the gate. It depends, 0 to 8 degrees, so pay attention to that. So you can expect the unexpected during this time period, especially 0 to 8 degrees. And then as we move through the next 20 years, pay attention to degrees and where Uranus, for some of you, not all of you, in your natal chart, where it is in the sign of Aquarius. Because if you have planets in the sign of Aquarius, you're going to be affected about it, especially Saturn and Uranus. So those of you with Saturn and Uranus, you could expect the unexpected. You can expect a purging to be happening during this time period. So certain things may no longer apply in your life. You can have unexpected communications or news coming in out of nowhere with this energy. For others of you, again, whatever has to leave your life, let it leave your life at this time. You're very original in your way of thinking. You could be super creative. You can be a trendsetter at this time with this energy. You're more about bigger picture with this energy. So anything that you start at this time has a purpose of serving the greater good, serving humanity with this energy. You're very much the intellectual, very cerebral, unconventional. You love freedom and you know how to communicate your dreams and ideas and are constantly searching for the truth. So it's very hard to lie to you at this time. It's a great time for researchers with this energy, or detectives, anything that has to deal with like researching or getting to the bottom of things. You tend to do that. You can be very obsessive at this time, and it doesn't help that you have like planets in Cancer at this time, and then 2 of them are in retrograde still. So that energy is not helping you. So if you're crushing on somebody this month, you could be extremely obsessive with that person, or if you got into a fight with somebody, you could be gnawing on that bone for the next 20 years. So you need to learn to let go at this time. You may experience power struggles with your siblings during this time period. So when the planets are good and direct, you guys are kosher, copacetic, you guys are getting along. And then when it's retrograde, you two are like cats and dogs just trying to kill each other, okay? So you can always have a different conversation with the brain. I feel like it's because you tend to want to dominate your relationships. And on top of that, for a lot of you who are older, like 30s and up, who are Sagittarius, who had to take the responsibility in raising your siblings, your younger siblings especially, you tend to mother or be the father figure in their life, and you still carry that with you. So that's where that energy is coming from. So there is a lot of emotional strife because it's like, you ain't my mama, and you like, technically, yes, I am your mama. Technically, I did not birth you, but I damn sure raised you. It's like that kind of situation going on. So you could find like that kind of situation happening at this time, where you still see that person as a child, still see that person as needing guidance and needing to make better choices in their life. And sometimes you just have to let people fall on their faces. So this could be a lot of like roller coaster rides with family members that live outside the home. You tend to learn through observation rather than asking questions. So those of you in your teens and early 20s, yes, online would be good for you to learn and kind of like do things on your own. But I feel like for a lot of you, be careful with this energy, and especially during like April, if you're still in school, and then the fall period may bring about learning disabilities. And if you have children, you may find that your children can have learning disabilities here with this energy, which is fine because you will probe all the way to find ways to communicate better with your child, or to find ways to get them to do better in school or make school easier for them. So for some of you, just be careful with college, because you can be resistant to learning directly from other people at this time, okay? And you prefer to be self-taught. So you like the online classes, so you may not like sitting in a classroom at this time. So I would be careful with this. You might fear the loss of self through self-expression, and thus you might choose your words carefully as to avoid letting others know too much about you, which is true, because you guys don't like to be revealed. You guys don't like to be vulnerable. You guys don't like to, you kind of like Scorpio in that way. Of course, you got Scorpio in your 12th house, where like if you are bitching and complaining, it's more internal. You don't show your cards, you don't show your pink. What I call the pink, because like Scorpios, they wear this armor, and then inside is a fluffy pink cashmere onesie. I've seen it a couple times, but I have not heard from these people ever again. So when I get to go into their pink and be like, oh my god, that feels so good, I like it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of like you. Okay, so you don't like to be vulnerable to other people. I call it showing your pink, and then you got the armor, and then once people get close to your pink, like you about ready to check a bitch real quick. You're like, oh hell no. Okay, so you don't like to be very vulnerable to others. You don't like to show other you're weak, or you don't like to ask for help and kind of like deal with it, which is like the same energies that you've been going through. Now you're going to go through it for the next 20 years more intensely. Okay, so you can be very secretive and more to yourself at this time. I feel like for some of you, you are all about the truth and nothing but the truth. Also, you don't take no for an answer anymore, because now you need to know the what, the why, the reason, how, the AB. You need a synopsis, possibly a dissertation at this time. All right, your mind is very analytical, you're instinctual. I feel like you read in between the lines and you look for hidden meanings. You can be exceptionally persuasive in your self-expression. I feel like for some of you here, this is a great time for those of you in media and social media. I feel like this is a great time for writers, bloggers, script writers. I feel like this is a great time to communicate with, to be in a leadership position, to communicate with authority and conviction. Just be careful when the planets go retrograde, because you're going to have to relax. Because you might not be so persuasive, you might not be so, but you will be more analytical, more observant, and you will have people figure it out. You will find, we can see a lot of whistleblowers coming up with Sagittarius. Okay, so there's going to be an interesting time. And also I saw it with another sign too. So on the 25th at 7:45 a.m., Mars enters Cancer. It's not well aspected coming in. Mars is a detriment in Cancer, but Mars does well in the 8th house. In the 8th house in general, it's exalted there because it lives there. Okay, you can be coming into separation or loss. For some of you, you can be accident prone, so be careful with this energy. For others of you, other people in your life, like your children, could be relying on you more financially. You could be feeling the weight of certain relationships because they can be relying on you financially in general. So whatever arrangement that you made with somebody, live-in arrangement, you could be feeling the weight of that relationship. Okay, so you could be fighting with that person. This could also be dealing with your partner. God forbid your partner may have lost their job, or God forbid your partner may have ended up in the hospital and dealing with health issues, and now you're the only source of income, so you could be financially struggling for some of you during this time period. It just depends what's going on with your natal chart. God forbid. Okay, be careful with reckless spending at this time with this energy. Be careful with buyer's remorse. Don't be making big purchases at this time, because you can have unexpected expenditures coming up. Also, you need to focus on the things that you can control, because you can be dealing with obsessive thinking at this time. This could be like thoughts of the ex with this energy, or thoughts of a crush. So you could be very obsessive in your way of thinking. So try to give the brain something to do. Try to focus on things you can control during this time period to help you let go of certain energies, okay? Because those are unhealthy. Obsessive thinking is a very unhealthy energy, okay? All right. Alrighty, so the first card I come up with is the Lover's card. Some of you, this can be new love coming in. This can be a serious love relationship, because Saturn in the 4th house also. So this is going to be with a Pisces, okay? So your new love can be with a Pisces or a Cancer sign. And I feel like, this is going to be the serious relationship where you move in with the person and you guys live together. So this is going to be a beautiful, stable relationship, because Saturn in the 4th house does deal with serious love relationships. So if you're dating a Pisces at this time, guess what? You might end up moving in with them, or they might end up moving in with you. The Queen of Wands, I feel like you're very creative at this time. You tend to get along with everybody. You're very diplomatic with this energy. The Hierophant card, this is dealing with contracts and negotiations going your way. Also, this could be talks of marriage. Saturn in the 4th house, Pisces. Okay, so if you're not living with anybody right now, you could be moving in with somebody. If you are dating a Pisces or something, your relationship can be going to the next level at this time with this energy as well. The Six of Coins, prayers are going to be answered at this time. Soulmate energy coming through. The Ten of Cups, your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing. This is a happier energy time for you. This is your hard work and perseverance paying off. So certain obligations or certain situations that you've been through in the past may no longer apply. Of course not, because we're going through all these significant changes in your life during this time period. So things could be more easy. Saturn is direct right now, so this could be a great time for home businesses during this time period as well. The Temperance card, I feel for some of you here, this year hard work and perseverance paying off with this energy. A lot of beautiful energy here with all these arcane cards. So this is actually like overcoming certain obstacles in your life. Have faith, the cards say. I feel like you can be busy this month and delving into self-pity and having a bit of a nervous breakdown. So try not to put so much on your plate with this energies. I feel like whatever you're going through is just going to make you stronger at this time. You can also be helping others during this time period as well. Whatever hole that you find yourself in, you will this month get yourself out of this hole. The Two of Coins, you can be reconnecting with somebody that you know with this energy. You may not know this person like personally, but you may know them by their name or seen them around, or somebody that you once upon a time worked with. So you guys could be reconnecting, and I feel like it could be like a serious love relationship, and you two could be like living with each other. So mazel, long lasting love, a strong love with this energy. So beautiful, love it. The Five of Wands, restless energy. For some of you, you could be taking a hobby and turning it into a money-making idea with this energy as well, or this could be your hobby turning into a business with this energy, or this could be business picking up at this time. So there's a beautiful time for money coming in for you. The Hangman card, indecisions are coming up, something heavy on your mind. This could also be a time of introspection with this energy. You're not so quick to jump into anything new. I do see a celebration coming up. For some of you, you could be celebrating a wedding with this energy. The Five of Cups, a breakup happening. So when this ends, a new one begins. And this one is going to be the serious one, okay? I feel like for others of you, you can't be dealing with separation and loss during this time period, God forbid. The Four of Cups, I feel like you're more about your stability at this time and how things just fall into place and how the universe just makes everything work itself out. So this is a beautiful energy time for you this month, okay? The Chariot card, fate is definitely going to play its hand with you, and it's going to intervene this month. So whatever happens, just go with the flow with this energy. The Ace of Cups, emotional validation. Some much needed good news, being at the right place at the right time. Everything happens for a reason. The World card, oh my goodness, all these beautiful arcane cards are here to play with you. Emotional validation, plans working out exactly as planned. Get rid of your obsessive thinking, let go of your thoughts, and whatever needs to happen, just let it manifest and happen. I feel like whatever goals that you're working on, for some of you, especially those of you 40 and older, because you have more patience, you have more tenacity than your younger counterparts, whatever you put your mind to, you will see it all the way through, okay? I do feel like for some of you, you're getting married. For others of you, this is healing, this is therapy happening with this energy as well. I feel for some of you, this is being more invested in charity with this energy, or you could be doing like holistic healing online for free and helping other people, or doing psychic readings online for free. The Knight of Wands, new beginnings, new people coming into your life during this time period. The Eight of Coins, you're a perfectionist when it comes to career. You can be this month throwing yourself into your work during this time period with this energy. For some of you, you can be volunteering your time and energy. You can be more of an activist in your life with the LGBTQ community thing, or with the homeless, and dealing with housing for people with this energy as well. The Six of Cups, certain obstacles may no longer apply in your life this month as well, so you're not going to see those. I feel like this is a beautiful time for love for you as well with this energy. The Seven of Coins, for some of you, you could be moving back to a place where you used to live, and it's going to be a different experience, okay? So even though you're thinking, or you're going back to work for somebody that you used to work with, and maybe you didn't have like the best experience, it's going to be a different, it's whatever lessons you had to go through with this person or this situation is going to be a new experience. It's going to be a whole different like situation. Okay, so it's not going to apply. If this is going back to somebody where you thought, oh my god, this dude was an asshole, well, this person's changed. Okay, so people change. All right, believe it or not. I mean, I'm still waiting for that, but people change, and this person has changed, and they're not, you know, whatever lesson that you had to learn with this person, water under the bridge. It's done. Okay, it's done. We learned our lesson. I do feel like you're going to be reconnecting with people from your past this month. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer, is yes. The King of Coins, I feel for some of you here that you're more focused on your money situation as well. I feel like this is somebody that is of this new love relationship, could be an earth sign, or has like Saturn and Taurus and stuff like that. Could possibly be an older person, more mature, and they bring about stability, and they want stability in their life, and they want something serious at this time. The Ace of Swords, your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing. In the words of the great disciple Oprah Winfrey, let your wounds be your wisdom during this time period as well with this energy. I do feel like you're dealing with fears because you are ending certain cycles or want to end, but you may be scared to step out of your comfort zone, or you can be more about your security. So fate, divine intervention may work everything out to the point where you just have to continue just walking. The Three of Wands, as I connect with this, it doesn't mean this, but I do feel like truth is going to be revealed. For some of you, I do feel, wow, I just want to talk about truth. Truth is going to be coming out this month for you, okay? So a lot of things that you didn't know that were going on, you're going to find out, alrighty? The Fool card, new beginnings are coming up. I feel like prayers are going to be answered during this time period as well with this energy. This can be a beautiful time for love for some of you with this energy as well, okay? Yeah. I love you, my Saggies. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.